Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Fortune Street playthrough. It has been quite a while since I have recorded a video. In fact, it has been well over a week. But I was busy with Christmas stuff and it took a lot longer than I expected. However, I am back and I will hopefully be able to start recording one video a day again, but there may be days where I am unable to record a video as it is my birthday in a couple of weeks and I have a couple of things planned. But for the time being, I am able to start recording again, and today we will be going on the Mount Magmageddon board, which I'm actually quite excited for because this is my favourite board in the original game. This is a really fun board to play with human players, and I highly recommend you get a huge group of friends, well, maximum of 3 others as you can only play this game with 4, but this board is a lot of fun. But computers, not as fun, but it's still not to be underestimated. Anyways, today our computer players are Alena, Bianca, and Princessa, and we haven't played against Bianca yet, so I will explain how her AI works when we get onto the board, after I explain how the board works, because this is the second board that we're playing that has a gimmick associated with it, and it's this gimmick that, in my opinion, makes this board stand out, arrest the others. We are going third, which is honestly not too bad. I haven't mentioned this yet, but if your me is the same colour as another player's usual colour, you get priority over it. So Bianca would usually be green, but she's orange, as my me's colour is green. And she's gone straight to a vacant lot. Anyways, I will explain how Bianca's AI works after I show the board. We've played against both Princessa and Alena before, and she also got a vacant lot, which is also a bit of a problem because you need the vacant lots on this board. Anyways, Mount Magmageddon. This board is fairly big at the moment by the looks of it. As you can see, there are 4 different places in the board, and opposite corners have 2 suits. None are the same. So this one has the spade and the club. The bottom right and the bank districts have the diamond and the heart. The way how this board works, the buttons are back. At the moment the board is as one. It is entirely accessible regardless of where you go. You land on a button, each segment splits off separately onto its own island, which are separated by these 2 spaces here, these 2 spaces here, these 2 spaces here, and lastly these 2 spaces here. In order to get around the board, you have these magma-less squares. You cannot access them at the moment, but when the board is split up, they will become accessible, meaning that you can therefore take a ride over to the other side, but only where the magma-less is. As you can guess, it can get very tedious on this board. And the reason why the vacant lot squares are very useful is you need to get one as quickly as you can so that you can make it a balloon port. It is by far the best thing to make on this board. You do not want to get stuck on a segment at all where you barely have any properties. Anyways, I am now going to roll, and I am going up because I rolled a 1. In my opinion, the best districts on the board are the bottom left. The computer players do not go there at all until they are absolutely forced to, in order to get a promotion. So if you head there early, you could get multiple shops in a district, take control of it, and therefore make it so that the other computer players could get stuck there late game and therefore have to pay you constantly. The computer players will avoid the buttons as much as they can. Keep this in mind when playing this board, but human players don't do this. Human players will gladly step on a button in order to separate the island if someone gets stuck on there, and that's honestly what makes this board the best one in my opinion. I am making a balloon port because it is the best thing to make by far. And you'll notice that on her first turn, Alena actually went and landed on my property instead of going a different direction. That's because the computer players do not want to go to the warp zone and they don't want to hit the button this early on. They will always go up if they roll a 1. But there are a couple of squares that you need to keep an eye out on this board. That 760 is a very dangerous property if someone gets it, as well as 2 others in that district. I played around with a friend from secondary school once and he got the entire district. That space became 11 grand at the end of the game, and 2 computer players landed on it, causing him to instantly hit the target. The computer players tend to follow a pretty straightforward pattern when getting the suits, and it's the one that Bianca took. Where they tend to, well, usually they would go to the spade first instead of getting the club, but she wanted the vacant lot so that, well, I couldn't have it, I guess. She's probably going to get rid of the one that Sue's next to. Anyways, I haven't explained how Bianca's AI works. So Bianca is another B-rank computer player, like Alena, but is significantly less aggressive and will prioritize investing in herself over freeloading. She doesn't really have anything special like some of the other computer players in the game. She's pretty much your average B rank, but prioritizes investing in herself, so she is probably going to be the main competition on this board, because Alena likes to buy out pointless shops way too late in the game, so Bianca is probably the toughest competitor on this board. But don't underestimate Princessa either. She may be only a C rank compared to the 2 B ranks that we have, but she can stockpile quite quickly if she keeps heading towards the bank. And by the end of the game, because the target is 20,000, pretty much everyone should get a district of 3. That's how this board usually goes. And a lot of bankruptcies happen on this board as well, because, well, you get the picture. You land on a button, someone gets trapped on an island where there's expensive properties, they're not able to get off, it's only a matter of time before they get unlucky and land on a property that's way too much. I'm kind of surprised she went that way, honestly. I thought she would go and get the 290 and head towards the bank. If I roll a 1, I may get the 3rd shop in that district, honestly, instead of going down. Okay, I need the 2 suits down here, so I'm going to land on here, and hopefully not pull 13 right out the bat. 35, I don't have any stock, so this card is useless. Anyways, I hope everyone had a great Christmas and a New Year, because I haven't recorded a video since Christmas Eve, where I recorded, I think, 3 boards back to back. I apologise for getting a bit heated in the last couple of boards. I did get quite frustrated. I wasn't angry with the game, I was more just frustrated. But that ghost ship round was just really painful for me to play and was one of the least enjoyable rounds of this game I've played, and unfortunately you do get rounds like that where things just don't go your way. But luckily I don't have to play the ghost ship anymore, because I really do not like that board. And I get to play boards that I much prefer, such as this one, as this is honestly my favourite board in the game. Although I don't usually get this many shops on the bank island, which is kind of funny. This green district here is the one that I usually go for. That 550 is a very dangerous square, if in your control. I think she's going to get it. Nope, I do not know why she went that way at all. Ooh, I don't know if we've had this card yet. This is like when we had Healy on the board, but now we've got Gumdrops instead. And he basically just goes around pays people. That's all he does. He can hit buttons, by the way, so keep that in mind. He tries to land on the most expensive shops. Unfortunately, this card was drawn way too early, so it's very unlikely that it's going to see of any use. He's basically just a free piggy bank that goes around the board. I didn't actually tell as well what my recommended tips were for this board. Overall, I would try to get the bottom left districts, if you can. It's very easy to get control of them very early on. I would highly recommend getting a vacant lot if you can on your first turn. If you have the option to get one, I would highly recommend it. Being able to have many balloon ports will be very useful. Do not build anything but a balloon port unless all three are gone. In that case, I would build a tax office, even on this mod where it's only 5% instead of 10%. But tax office can be very useful. However, you could build a home if you have control of an island and want the computer players over so they have to pay you a lot. That's honestly a good shout as well, building a home, but I wouldn't build a home unless you know that you're going to get most of the shops on that island. Okay, I do not know what he's doing. He could have landed on my 72, which I'm fairly certain is the second most expensive shop on the board at the moment. But yeah, you can see that Bianca is just doing the same pattern that she did last time. Computer players pretty much follow the exact same pattern every single time. When going for suits, they always prioritise getting suits over shops as well for some reason. Not the recommended idea for this board. You want to get a district as quickly as you can. Promotions are kind of irrelevant after a while, because you're just going to get trapped. So Princessa and Bianca share 2 in the same district each, which means that one of them is going to most likely get control of the district at the end of the game. Oh, I've hit a button. And I'm stuck with gumdrops. I thought I was stuck with Alena. Where is Alena? She's over there. Okay. This is a very long board as well, so don't expect it to take like half an hour. This is probably going to take 2 hours even. It depends how slow it goes. See, that he finally showed what he does. He just pays you. That's all he does. And he's gone. Goodbye. A checkpoint isn't a terrible thing to build, but I honestly would not build it over a balloon port or a tax office. Balloon port is an absolute must on this board. If you can build a balloon port, you really should. You do not want to get stuck on an island. And it is very possible to get stuck on an island very easily, as found out. Of course I land on the one and only bad square. And no, I can't even buy it out, actually. It's too expensive. I've got quite a few properties. I'm going to have nothing on the right side of the board at all, though. However, this doesn't matter, because I have stuff on the bank island, and I have stuff on the bottom left island. Also, if you use a Magmalice, it ends your turn instantly. Forgot to mention that. So, 2023 has come to an end, and honestly, it wasn't as bad of a year for me as for most people. It gave me a huge boost to my confidence. I used to be very shy and anxious, and the main reason why I haven't bothered recording any videos. I've wanted to record videos for a long time, but I've just not had the courage to do so, because I'm not really a fan of myself, if that makes sense. I didn't think highly of myself, and now I've got a bit more confidence as I started volunteer work, which, that reminds me, I'm actually going back to that tomorrow, so that's the end of my Christmas break. But I'm not very good at engaging conversations with people, and I feel I've gotten a lot better. Whenever I went to a family gathering, I would just sit in the corner quietly on my phone, instead of actually talking to people, because I have pretty bad social anxiety, but I've gotten a bit better. hoping to find full-time work this year, whether it's an IT apprenticeship or an office administrator. I want something that's preferably office hour-based, so 9 to 5, 5 days a week. I don't really want to work retail because I don't think I would cope. However, I do have experience with working retail, as that's pretty much what I do on my volunteer work, but the difference is that everyone who comes to my volunteer work as a customer is pretty understanding, and I haven't had anyone who's been, let's just say the term, difficult. I'm going to take 3 shops here because having this district is pretty good. It is very unlikely I'm going to get the 760 as well, but if I can get that, that would be absolutely fantastic, because there is no way I'm going to be able to buy that out for more than half the game. And if one of the B rank computer players get it, they will most likely put a defensive investment into it to stop me buying it out as easily. And that will be a 5,000 plus to buy out shop if someone else does get that and invests in it. But the main reason why it took me so long to record again is because, well, I mentioned previously that I usually play the Bee Swarm Simulator event that happens on Christmas on Roblox, but it actually got delayed, and instead a public test realm got released instead, and I have been absolutely sweating that, I cannot lie. I've been trying to defend my spot on the leaderboard because the top 100 get a benefit when the update does come out. However, I feel confident enough that I should remain on there for a while, as I'm currently in the top 20 and could get to the top 15 later if I go on a bit, which I probably will just to go on the leaderboard. Okay, I'm kind of glad I didn't get warped, and I can invest straight away, which... Huge problem I had with the last board is it just refused to let me invest, and I got a huge starting promotion there. And I believe the stock in District B is 10 per one. Oh, it's 15 actually, that's a bit too expensive. Damn, that one's expensive as well. Okay. Unfortunately, Alena's got stock here as well. Okay, here's the plan. I'm going to put stock in District B. I'm going to invest in this terrible one, so it doesn't get bought out. And I'm not going to sell all my stock yet, but I will keep 5 after I have to sell stock next. Because it's the only district of free on the board, which means that Alena and Bianca will prioritise freeloading there, because Bianca has only got 2 shops. In fact, she's only got 1 shop left on the board she can actually invest in, so there's no way that she will invest in District F. She will for sure look to freeload because she doesn't really have anywhere to put her own money. Alena, on the other hand, will most likely freeload off me. I've also got to be careful of District A. Alena will try to buy out those properties there when she can later, so I will have to put a defensive investment in, as I have the 2 weaker properties in the district in terms of buyout price. The reason why she did this is because she would have landed on the warp, and therefore it would have taken her longer. That is another thing the computer players do all the time when the board is together. Okay, that's actually a pretty good timing for me hitting that button, because it prevents Bianca, I believe, who is on a different island, from getting a promotion. And Alena can't get the 2 suits either, and the Magmalice is on my side, and I'm not going to use it because I own most of the stuff on the Bank Island. Okay, Alena has 3 there, but that is the cheapest district on the board, and Princessa has the most expensive shop. There is a high chance that she will invest there, though, because it's 3 shops in a district. She can earn a decent amount of money from there. The other good thing is my friend is back, and I'm just gonna get a confession out when it comes to this game, and especially the custom boards. Ooh, nice. I haven't played the majority of the custom boards, so I'm trying to give advice for people who may not have played this game or know much about it, because I feel that's the best thing to do in terms of commentary when you are unable to think of a topic. But when it comes to the custom boards, I have no idea. Did I just get the district? I did. Oh my goodness. I've actually got a district, and this is the district my friend got when I mentioned playing with another person. Not my best friend, though, a different friend who I met at secondary school, but unfortunately we haven't really... I'm gonna bail out completely, actually, because that will be Freeload City. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. No one's near the bank, and they kind of need the suit. Oh, well, she's gone. But she's now stuck on this island. And if she doesn't get to warp, she will be in some difficulty. Because that district is already scary. There's a 700 space with no investment into it. But yeah, my friend got this district when I played this board, as I was mentioning previously. 11,000 shop he had at the end of the game, and I'm pretty sure it was even higher than that. I just remember it being 11,000 when someone landed on it. Okay, unfortunately for me, she didn't land on the 700, which would have been really nice. It would have given me a huge head start. But, like I've said, I've got the district now, and that is pretty pricey as well. Okay, I'm going to invest in here sooner rather than later, because I don't want Alena buying it out. I know it's a bit of a silly move because I'm giving her money, but I do not want her buying it out, and I have no way, there is no chance rather that I would invest in anywhere else at the moment anyways, because I don't have any stock in my district, and I only have 500 on hand, so I don't want to run out of money because then I would have to sell shops, which would cause me to lose net worth unless I auction one the turn beforehand. And auctioning a shop the turn beforehand, I don't consider that a cheap strategy because you're losing the shop. But the vacant lot trick that I spoke about, buying shops from other players by just asking for one times and seeing what they will pay for it, I consider those very cheap tactics. I don't blame people for using them if you want to win the game and you're fed up of being stuck on the same board, but it's not for me. I don't want to win by what I consider cheap tactics, even if I have a round like the Ghost Ship, where I could have won had I have sold a property of mine to another computer player, but I didn't want to do that. Ah, I was hoping she would land on one of them. The odds are that they will both get to escape by a warp zone. But it is the bank district, they cannot avoid it forever. It's one of the two around the bank. Okay, that was really unlucky on her end, because even just getting one suit yourself is a huge advantage on this board. Because there are many times where you could end up getting one of the suits and then have to skip the rest entirely, so don't underestimate suit yourself cards on this board. They're really good. Yep, she's already leaving. But there's a chance that Bianca could land on something if she's gonna head up. Princessa has a lot in stock already, and you see what I mean? Do not underestimate Princessa. She may only be a C rank, but she can stockpile very quickly. She's already got 100 in there. In fact, she is in the lead. Okay, this is perfect, because the two suits I need are down there, and I could pick up some more properties. I can't afford the 550, unfortunately, so I will not be purchasing it if I land on it. Okay, unfortunately, Alena landing on the bank is pretty bad news for me. Because she gets to choose her direction for starters. Bianca is going to head up regardless of what she rolls. Okay, she also landed on the bank. That's unlucky for me. The other problem is they're most likely going to use the Magmalice to escape and go on that other island. I for certain would in their situation. There is a 760 on this side of the board that you do not want to land on. That's honestly a pretty good card to draw on this board as well, especially when it's divided into islands. Have I actually hit record? Okay, good, I have, because I was worried that I hadn't. 3. I am not going to put the island back together, because I want people to get stuck on my district. That was really unfortunate. That makes my stock way more expensive now. Yeah, there is no way I'm going to be able to invest 99 in there for a long time, unless someone lands on the 760 and then I get a promotion. Okay, so Alena got a low roll, which means that Bianca will probably get to use the Magmalice. You know what? I'm actually fine with this, because that was a big blunder for her. They cannot turn around. They have to go through that district now. The only shot that they miss is the cheap one. So unless another one of them lands on a button, which is highly unlikely, and if I roll a 6, I am probably going to avoid landing on the button, because I would prefer to get to the bank. A 4. Okay, I can spare 40 gold, and this way I can head up towards the bank. If I roll a 2 next turn, oh well. I think she landed on it. She did. Okay. We basically just traded positions, which is kind of funny. So that was a very good roll for me. And there's a chance Bianca could land on something too. Okay, if I land on a button though, that would actually be really good, because that means they cannot escape. I plan on uploading this board after I record it. It's being recorded on the 2nd of January. I am hoping to do something with someone who I met on VR chat yesterday, but I don't know if they're going to be free, because I basically, on New Year's I couldn't really do anything with family. I'm going to go get this shop instead, actually. So I just went on VR chat for the first time with a bunch of people, and it was a pretty good time. I'd never used VR chat before until then, so I had no idea what I was doing, but I had a blast. She landed on another one. Thank you, Alena. You just gave me a grand in 2 turns. Imagine she rolls a 2 next turn. That'd be really funny. Oh, almost. I think Bianca's going to skip it. I've been really lucky with Alena's rolls, but there's no way I get lucky and get Bianca to land on the 700 as well. That will be stock in probably my district. If it's not mine, it will be the one that she invested in. Yeah, District B. I'm not surprised. $100 to zoom to the bank. I would say no if I was in her position, just because you don't want to get stuck there. Oh, she can't even do it. That's funny. Ooh, I land on my balloon. Excellent. I'm getting the 550. I could have gone to the bank, but I'd rather pick this property up. Because now I have 2 places I can invest in rather than just 1. And I'm not going to be able to invest in that blue district anytime soon. She managed to escape, which she paid me a grand, so is it really escaping? Ooh, I'll take it. Another 300, or nearly 300. I think that this has just put me in the lead now, actually. It has. Okay, I'm kind of glad she didn't land on the home. Because I would really like to not go on the side of the board I don't have anything on. I'm going to have nothing. I'm going to have basically every property on the left side of the board, but nothing on the right. Oh, I've got another district. I have a lot of investing potential now. This is honestly going really well. Getting one district without having to buy out is incredibly rare, but getting two is unheard of. That's not a good idea, Alena. I would have gone on the spade down there. But then again, she's stuck in between a rock and a hard place, because if someone lands on a button, she's stuck on another island where someone has a district. But for for argument's sake, let's explain why playing this board with human players is much better than computers. In my situation, I would be trying to hit a button to keep the others on my island. But the computers would not. And it goes the same for anyone else. If I, for example, went over to Alena's island, but Alena was another human player, she would for sure be trying to trap me on there, so that I would have to keep paying. That's why playing this board with humans is much more fun. This board comes down to mind games in the end. And in the second half, where everyone's got all the shops bought, everyone has their investing districts, they've all got a load of stock in it, you can just see where it's going to go. I'm kind of curious what she's going to do, actually. Oh, she got lucky. Never mind. Because she needed the spade, so I was hoping that she would have rolled a bad number and landed on one of my properties down there. Now, if I roll a 1, I will be in a really good position. 7. Unfortunately, I don't really want to land there. I can't land on my balloon. It's Slurpodrome at the arcade. I'll play Slurpodrome, that's completely fine. And this way I can go get a promotion. And therefore have money to invest. I take the one with the most chests. Already explained why I do this. I don't want to speak too soon at the moment, but I am honestly in the strongest position I think I've ever been in a board that I've played on this playthrough so far. That doesn't say I'm going to win necessarily, because like I've said, anything can happen in a game like this. All it takes is for Alena to invest, I get stuck over on her district, I could easily run out of money and have to sell shops. So don't think for an instant that you've won until the game is over. Also, no one won again, that's funny. Okay, she's going the usual path. She can go to any square on the board she wants. She will probably pick the 360 in District C. Now, I could be funny and strike a trade deal with her, but I don't really want to. I don't want to give someone else a district for that easily, if that makes sense. And the thing is, if she wants to go over there, she has no chance of getting the bottom district as well. I've got a complete domination down there. She will most likely head up, because they try to avoid the buttons as much as possible, even when it would benefit them. But we don't know. Is she going to go to my property or the button? Yeah, I thought so. The only time I think they would willingly hit a button is when they have to pay something that's way too out of their budget, let's say. I could buy this, but I don't really want to, because that would be most of my money. I might think about buying the 2 shops in District C, but I don't really need to buy anything else because I'm in a really strong position at the moment. Although I am not winning, but that will most likely change fairly soon because I am about to get a promotion. But so is Bianca, and she's already got more money than me. However, she's heading to my district. She could go right, actually. Never mind, she's not heading to my district, but Princessa is. She rolls a 7, I believe. Yeah, she rolls a 7, she lands on my 700 space, which would put me in 2nd place. We have a winner! Yeah, that shop is very dangerous, especially if so. And even with just free in it, that shop is expensive to land on. Paying 150 or 146 rather, I do not care. I find it funny. Oh my no shot! She just hit the button as well. Which means Princessa could land on the 560 as well, which would be very entertaining for me. Oh, you ruined it! You ruined everything! She didn't even get the heart, though. Well, no promotion for me, and I'm now stuck on Alena's island, which, like I said, could happen. Homes can be a problem on this. But I don't... Okay, she's gonna hit it. She didn't hit the button. Why? Huh? Why that one? Okay, good. I don't want to be on this island at all. I thought Princessa would hit the button, honestly. She doesn't really have anything here. Alena, I can understand avoiding the button. But okay, I don't get it. Alena, I would want... Or Alena, I would think, would want to avoid hitting the button because she would want everyone stuck over there. She has that district down there, and she's got a lot of stock in it. That was a good move on her part, honestly. Free in a district there. She now has investing potential of her own. So Bianca, it's not looking good for you at the moment. You may be in the lead, but it's not going to last. Okay, well I'm going to put stock in the... I'm going to put it in the blue district. Because I can put 99 stock there. Alena will freeload off me for sure. And she cannot put 99 there even with a promotion. Any venture or suit square, I'm going to get the club because it's probably the hardest suit for me to get at the moment. Oh, another warp card. This time it lets me go to any non-venture, non-suit, which is perfect because I want to invest. I am going to land on this one because I would like to get the spade. And put myself in a situation where I've only got my properties. Okay, yeah, I'm investing in here. Now there's a 2,000 space that they have to avoid around the bank. Not going to bail out yet. Ooh, 79 is enough for me to invest. And the next shop I'll invest in is that 290 because I don't want it getting bought out. Okay, surely Alena will head down. I know she has nothing on that island there, but do you really want to risk going through my district? Oh, she actually invested in herself. Yeah, I don't blame her going down at all. I would have done the exact same thing in her position. They want to get on the island, or the bank district, get their promotion, and get out. Otherwise, there's a chance that you will be handing over a good chunk of your net worth to me. Honestly, at the way things are going, I think Princessa could get second, because Alena's going to run out of capital fast and then just freeload off me at the end of the game. Yes, I will use the warp. I can go get the heart by going left next turn, and this time, if I land on Alena's 31, I will be buying it out. Unless she invests in it beforehand, of course. Oh, that's very kind of you, Alena. I appreciate the 30 gold that you are giving everyone. My topic conversation for today was honestly going to be more about the game. I haven't really spoken about the computer dialogue. Did she seriously just do the same thing that she did last turn? No, it was Alena who went there. But the computer players have a lot of dialogue, honestly, and quite a bit of them are references to games. I don't really have much Dragon Quest knowledge, as I have mentioned a couple of times I haven't played Dragon Quest before. Oh, when did she get stock there? But when it's the Mario boards, I will understand a lot of the references, as I am a big fan of the Mario franchise. It's the main reason I bought this game, and I'm pretty sure that they included Mario characters because this is the first one that they marketed to the West. And it worked, because it's the main reason why I wanted the game. I'm going to keep 5 just in case Alena tries to freeload off me. But yeah, that district is gnarly to everyone but me. That is Lakitu, I believe, and I don't know if we've had him yet. Oh no, Healy, sorry. Lakitu's 92. We've had Healy before. I don't know if Lakitu's even on this board. He is on some of the Dragon Quest boards, but I can't remember, because it has been a while since I've recorded, and although I did watch a couple of my videos back to make sure that they were okay and I didn't need to edit anything. Okay, well, Healy unfortunately doesn't pay anything she lands on. She didn't even want... Oh, that's a really good card. Okay. If I was her, I would have gone to the bank. I can understand wanting to invest, but in her situation, she should have gone to the bank, because 50 stock isn't really enough. Okay, I'll take the heart. I don't want to break the islands up. There's no one other than Healy on my section. 89 is a free suit yourself to everyone, which... It sucks to the person who pulls the card, because everyone gets one, but it's still a nice card to get. I kind of wish there was a dialogue for that card, but I can understand why, because making a specific dialogue for a certain venture card is kind of a over-the-top thing that you need to go through in order to up your quality. But there are actually quite a few cards in the deck when a computer player specifically gets that card, will specifically talk about it. Well, she's obviously going to go down and then go to the warp. Should be stupid to go up. Unfortunately, I don't think I can purposely hit a button. I'd have to roll a 7 to hit one, and I would be hitting a button. But I've got to be quick, because she will buy one of those out the second that she can. Oh, there's 2 of them on there. I would really, really like to hit a button. That would be absolutely wonderful. Okay, tell you what. I'm going to not fully invest in here, but I'm going to put as much as I can without raising the stock price. So just 20. It's not much, but it makes it 100 gold more expensive to buy out. Okay. I'm pretty sure that this is going to get bought out because Alena is fairly aggressive with buyouts. Yes. And this time it wasn't too late. Whose shop was that before? I think it was Princessa's. Oh goodness, Princessa's only going to have the shops at the very bottom. Oh, she completely bailed out of District G. That was not a good idea. I know that Bianca had a lot of stock there, but that was not the right play at all. She should have just crashed it because she would still have a lot to invest. Oh, damn it, I forgot she could do that. I was laughing because she would have had to land on my 2,100 if she didn't want to go on the walk, but I forgot that she could do that. Oh, I think I... Yes! Perfect! Now she's gonna be stuck there too. Well, one of the computers will probably use the Magmalice, and I'm not using it because that would be stupid. I have so much ready cash in hand. Please use the thing, Healy. Oh, damn it. Goodbye, Healy. I was hoping... Actually, no, I didn't want her using the Magmalice. Either way, it would have caused one of the computers to leave my island. No, you're ruining it! You ruined everything! I can't believe you've done this. Well, she's obviously going to go on the 32. Should be foolish not to. I don't know what Bianca's going to do, honestly. I think she's going to head down, get the club, then get the diamond, and then possibly the spade. But how will she get the heart? What district am I being warped to? The bottom right. I'd much rather not be on that one, because I think that district is slightly worse at the moment. Okay, we're investing in the other district this time. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it and go down this way, honestly. I think I'll go the computer route that they go to get all the suits if I can. I don't really want to be stuck on either of those two islands, but it'll take me longer, I reckon, if I land on the red wall. Well, she will obviously... She's going to probably freeload off my domination, but maybe not, actually, because she isn't a free... She does prioritise her own shops. Oh, she went for that one, you absolute fool. That's why I kept 5, because I had a feeling that they could do something like that. Wait, Princessa's gone an unusual route. I'm not quite sure what she's planning. Wait. Oh yeah, I'm taking that. I don't want to get stuck here. I know I'm putting myself in the 500, the square that I specifically said I wanted to avoid, but I feel that this is the right decision in case I do get stuck there. Ooh, this might be a district. It's a bit pricey for her, and I'm not sure how much money she has in stock, but I would if I was her. No. I would have definitely done that if I was her. She has 5 grand in stock. That's way more than enough. That shop is terrible. That 12G is absolute trash. It's the easiest shop in the whole game to buy out. I don't think you can get a default shop in this game that starts less than 50 in its value. I'm not sure what she's planning. I think she wants to try and roll high and therefore skip my district. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to roll. I could potentially get more stock, I could go down and invest, I could go get the diamond and therefore avoid the club and just get a promotion. I've got so many options now. Oh, thank goodness, I did not want to draw that card. Getting 13 would have made me lose nearly 1,500 net worth, I'm pretty sure, so I'm very glad that someone else got it. I have played, I can't remember how many boards with my best friend at the moment, and I have drawn that card every time it has come up in a game. Okay, Bianca is being smarter here. She's invested in the district that I have 99 stock in, rather than the one I have 5 in. Because this is the one I actually want to invest in, so I have to give her fair play there. That was the right decision on her part. And she's got to play the stock game because she has nothing. Nah, she didn't want to pay me 560. But you've got a different district instead, Princessa. You might get unlucky, especially if I get to invest. Well, that sucks. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, now she's using her brain. It took her a while to figure it out. She landed on the crap one, of course. Oh, that's only 800 to buy out. That shot might be gone. Princessa does buy out full dominations. Yep, and I don't blame her. Still got a lot of capital in there though, so it's fine. If I roll a 1, I'm buying it back. Have fun! Alena's on the bank, Princessa's on this island. That seems like a good time to hit the button. Where's Bianca, actually? She's at the bottom left, no, bottom right, sorry. Huh? You could have used the Magmalice and gone to your own island. What are you doing? Was she trying to buy that out? That's the only thing I can think of. That was a really bad play on her part. I don't know why she did that. I was trying to trap Princessa, not Alena. She landed on the 47. I'm not using the Magmalice. I'd rather Princessa uses it and goes up than I use it. Okay, perfect. We'll put 900 in here. Now there's a 980 down there, so if they're stuck on either of the left side of the board. I know that Bianca has the same that I do, but I'm ahead of her. Yes! Nice! Oh, that was beautiful. And that is why she shouldn't have done that. That decision right there might have just gave me the game. And then she's got the other problem of rolling a 1 next turn as well. Just like that. Ideally, I roll a 1 and land on the balloon port so I can just go buy the shot back, but we'll see what I roll. A 2. Okay, that's completely fine. I get to leave. If I roll a high number, I'll just go to the bank, get my promotion, put more stock, probably in the blue district this time, because I'd rather invest there. Arcade. I think that's round the blocks. Hopefully she doesn't get a full thing of lucky 7s and therefore wins the game because of that, because it is possible. I'm not sure who's in second at the moment. It's probably Bianca. I haven't really been paying attention to the computer play. Oh, yeah. She's way ahead. You know, that's actually really good because Princessa can't use the Magmalice now, which means she could land on the 980. It's unlikely, but it's still possible. Oh, okay, she's leaving anyways. Fine. Okay, we get a... Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, you already know what I'm going to do. We'll put 99 stock here. And of course I'm hitting the button. Why wouldn't I? So, Alena, are you having fun? Ooh. If she rolls a 7 next turn, or a 6, I think. If she rolls a 6 next turn, she's done. She is literally done. Oh, that's a really bad card for her. That's like me when I got 40, which wouldn't usually be a bad card for me. But when you have a lot of ready cash, that card is terrible. And she had so much stock, because that's most of her net worth. So that was the worst card that she could have got left in the deck. Oh my gosh. It's like a late Christmas present or an early birthday present. No, I'm not using the Magmalice, don't be silly. Are there even any terrible cards left for me? Sell a shop for 3 times its value? No. Absolutely not. I want to keep all of my properties right now. You could offer me 4 times and I would say no. She landed. It's over. The game's done. I just have to get back to the bank, I'm pretty sure. And she's giving me... Yeah, it's over. She just gave me a stock boost as well. I just have to get back to the bank and I win. If I roll a 1, it's game over. I find it really funny, because I say that the Ghost Ship is my least favourite board and have one of the worst rounds of this game of my life. I say that this is my favourite board and I'm currently having one of the best rounds of my life of this game. This is memory block, isn't it? Yes. That's fine. And there's no small car, or no, only smalls. I'm just going to pick the one on the end. Cool, I'll put it with the rest. Now, I'm just going to say this now. A strategy that some of the computers will do, which I did on the Ghost Ship, was I started selling 10 stock at a time to try and crash Carver's net worth on that board. And the computers will do this to you, but it's only the really highly ranked computers, so only one A rank, but all the S ranks also do it. Okay, she fixed the thing. That's fine, I suppose. It means if I get warped somewhere, it doesn't matter as much anymore. Oh, never mind, it's broken again. She rolls a 7, she'll use the Magmalice for sure. It legitimately doesn't matter what I roll at this point. I just won the game. That's warp to the bank. What are the odds? That was the best round of this I think I've played in a long time. I usually do not get as lucky as that. Sad thing is, my favourite board is now over, but I had a blast. And with that, we have finished Mount Magmageddon. And Alena came last, because she made a decision that cost her the game. But unfortunately, this is the last time that we will be seeing Princessa until the custom boards, because this was her last appearance. Wait, I didn't get a domination totem, I got 2 districts. Oh wait, one of them got bought out, never mind. I made 6 payments the entire game. Bianca made 1 sale? That's funny. Also, this was a very quick round of Mount Magmageddon, by the way. I was expecting it to take way more than an hour. But anyways, that is Mount Magmageddon, my favourite board in Standard Rules on the base game. Next up, we have Robin Hood Ruins, which is also a board that I really like. And it's one of the hardest boards in the game to win, in my opinion, because you have very strong competition. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope that those of you who did watch all the way to the end have a great day.